Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Ice Cold Hardcore. But this time, as you can see, me and electromagnetism have loaded into a swamp, which is a pretty good place to be very early game because of the amount of resources that it has. Now, hopefully, this will be a long running series. Frank. Anyway, like I was saying, I want to continue this series. I want to keep this series moving forward. But if it isn't what you guys want, you can just tell me in the comment section. Other than that, you can just see me mining a tree while this cow looks disappointingly at me. Was this his home? I have no idea. Why would this cow want to live in a tree? Beats me. In this scene, you can see electromagnetism throwing me 32 sticks. Who would want to craft 32 sticks? Electromagnetism would. Get it? Wood. Tree. Sorry. So sorry. Anyway, so I mine up my crafting table and we set up our way to travel, I guess. On our way, we get to collect, or I get to collect, some blue flowers to dye stuff, obviously. And, I get to collect some red flowers to also dye stuff, also obviously. So on my journey, I get to see another frag, and we get to see a very tall friend, as you can see right here. Unfortunately, I don't like to meet people, so I just made my way out. In this next scene, you can see that I am collecting a yellow flower, which I will turn into yellow dye later on. Hopefully, if I remember. Here, I make a big brain play. At least, big brain for me. Um, so I turn this light blue flower into light blue dye, and I use this light blue dye to dye the black sheep light blue, and then kill the sheep to get light blue wool. Smart, right? So nothing really happens throughout this part other than, just seeing a llama and using my big brain strategy again. And again, and once more, but this time with yellow dye. And this was around the same time when I finally saw my first emerald. Sticky keys. Anyway. And that concludes day 0 of Ice Cold Hardcore. And once I finally made both of our beds, I placed them both down and we went straight to bed, only hoping that the next days would be better, I guess. Okay, so when the next day starts, me and electromagnetism start talking about building a new base, somewhere over on that floating island over there. Now, the reason we want to do that is because it's just more safer in the sky than on the ground where mobs can get us. I guess we're not really safe from phantoms, but that's not really what we're worrying about. So, now that you know what we're planning to do, why am I carving out a bigger space for the base? Well, we didn't exactly have a plan for what we do, so we just, decide to carve out a bigger area for ourselves. And with that plan in mind, we can go to bed and have a plan for next time. Day 2, I finally find the first pieces of iron, and I will smelt these pieces of iron in the furnace right here. And in this episode, we really get to touch up on what we are trying to do. You can see electromagnetism up there mining out the floating island so that we can replace the floating island with a house, a base, if you will. Something actually noteworthy this day was that I picked up a copper ingot from a drowned, which is an 11% chance when I looked it up. And that's pretty lucky, if you ask me. Also, when clearing out the way to build our base, I spotted an armadillo. And that concludes day 2 of Minecraft Hardcore. No deaths yet, and hopefully no deaths anytime soon. On this day, I make a blast furnace, which I will use later to, smelt the iron that I collect in this episode, and the iron ore materials that I find next episode. Apart from that, all I really did was walk around, see a very cute armadillo, and mine up some more iron. And that's basically it. Nothing really happened, so this will just be the end of, this day. Okay, day 4. This is when something technically actually happened. I mined my first emerald with an iron pickaxe. And my second one. And that was basically it. And as I sleep in my bed, that's weird. Anyway, as I sleep in my bed, we can finally go to day 5. Anyway, that will be it for the video. And next time I will be recording Minecraft Hardcore, it will be gameplay only. Like, you will only hear my voice from the moment and not just me overlaying it. Because the more I overlay, the more annoying it gets. So the less I overlay, the less boring it gets. And also I will get a new recording software because the recording software I am using now, the voice recording software I mean, is just really glitchy, and every time it gets past the 30-second mark, it like speeds up my voice a lot. So, yeah, I will use a new recording software. I will record in the moment. But until then, like, subscribe, and stay with me on this. Like, it will get better, I promise.